Welcome to the Entrusting to Faith podcast. I'm your host, Eric Rutherford, and this is podcast number 5 in a series of 10, which we're using to launch my new book, Leading Well at Home, How Husbands and Fathers Can Biblically Lead Their Families. And joining me in this first section today is my daughter, Jill. Say hey, Jill.
Hello.
So Jill's joining me. The first section we're doing is really a Q&A time, where she has some questions, she asks me, and we just dialogue back and forth with those questions. So you've been doing this now. This is the 5th episode you've joined me.
Yeah, that's
right.
right.
All right. So is this something you think you want to pick up long term and do on your own, or are you just sort of enjoying this time together right now?
I don't know. I think it might be fun. Yeah.
It could be. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. So
yeah.
All right. So did you bring a question today?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. Hit me with it. So
your question is, when did you decide to commit your life to Christ, and what was that experience like for you?
Good call. Okay, so I was a freshman in high school. I was 14, and so I hadn't really been involved much in church, and ended up going to a youth event, and really got to hear the gospel. And I didn't really commit my life to Christ that day. But a few weeks later, I did. I really was burdened about, I knew I was a sinner. I knew I needed God. I knew I needed something to fix that. And so that's when I would say, if I had to pick a time, that's when I put my trust in Him. But then I wrestled with this idea of forgiveness for at least 10 years. Just really trying to, feeling like God could forgive me and sort of forgive my sin and my junk in that time. And so, I would say it probably happened then, but really it was a process as well of just learning how to accept forgiveness. And it was also tough too, because I did not surround myself with a lot of believers. My close friends were not believers. And so that made it really difficult. And I didn't grow because I was afraid. And so I would say, to you or anyone else, as putting your faith in Christ, we also want to make sure we surround ourselves with other believers so that we can grow, that we can learn, that we can be influenced well. So does that sort of answer the question?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for the question.
Yes,
and thank you for joining me today. It's been good.
Yeah.